Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to present on the computation of income tax by Reza Zain.
It consists of residential status for an individual, statutory employment income, business income, and the last one is personal income.
To begin, I will be presenting about the resident status of Reza Zain. In the year assessment 2019, he stayed in Malaysia for 92 days. However, he is considered as resident as he stays in Malaysia linked to year assessment 2020, which has more than 182 days consecutively. Meanwhile, in 2020, Reza Zain gained resident status as he stayed in Malaysia for more than 182 days. On the other hand, for the year assessment 2021, Reza Zain is considered as non-resident. Lastly, in the year assessment of 2022, Reza Zain was a resident as he stayed in Malaysia for more than 182 days.
For the employment income of Reza Zain, we will start with section 13 subsection 1 subsection A. First, Reza Zain gross salary monthly is 7,000 ringgit. So for the year ended 2022, we got 82,000 ringgit. Then the entertainment allowance monthly, we got RM 4,200, and for the share option is 4,000 ringgit. So the total for the section 13 subsection 1 subsection A is 92,200 ringgit. Secondly, for section 13 subsection 1 section B, a personal car that has been provided by the company starting from the 1st March 2022 together with a driver, then the amount that we got is 5,833 ringgit and 6,000 ringgit. He also got a fully furnished furniture for 2,522 ringgit and a corporate membership amounting to 3,360 ringgit. Then he was entitled for leave passage for Florence and Italy, and then the assumption that has been charged is 3,000 ringgit and we got 7,000 ringgit. Lastly, for the food and laundry is 3,500 ringgit. So the total for the section 13 section 1 section B is 28,213 ringgit.
Yeah, I will explain the last section, which is section 31C. Okay, Reza Zain lived in a condominium which amounted to 18,000 ringgit, and then he also stayed in a Swiss hotel as living accommodation which amounted to 441 ringgit. So the total we got it from the section 31C is 18,441 ringgit. So for the gross employment income, we got it from the total of 3 sections, which are section 31A, 31B and C, which is 138,854 ringgit. Next, we will minus allowable expenses such as entertainment expenses of 4,200 ringgit, monthly rental expenses cost 4,500 ringgit, and the last one is annual membership amounting 200 ringgit. Then we will get the statutory employment income, which is 129,954 ringgit. That's all from me. Thank you.
And now I will present the Zain Enterprise computation of statutory business income for the year assessment of 2022. So for the net profit before tax, we just need to put it itself, then minus it with other income such as rent that cost 30,000 ringgit. Next, we need to add the non-allowable expenses, and the first one is depreciation that needs to be paid, which is RM 4,000 ringgit. For the tax agency constitution fees and remuneration for employees, we need to put it as nil because it is considered as non-allowable. Subscription of political parties cost RM 3,000 ringgit and loss and disposal of assets 1,000 ringgit. Then for the bad debt, we have personal loan RM 8,000 ringgit and business things considered as nil. While for the entertainment, dinner treat costs 6,000 ringgit and for business thing we just put it as nil. Next is under motor vehicle, which are government thank you notes and summons of motor vehicles have the same amount of 1,000 ringgit and insurance for motor vehicle is nil. Besides, water and electricity consumed are considered nil because it is a non-allowable expense, and late payment penalty on electrical bill costs 5,000 ringgit and 500. Then for legal fees, we have collection of debt, bank loan arrangement, and cost of income tax appeal. For the EPF, we got 4,000 ringgit and training expenses, which is structured internship program, it's 6,000 ringgit. Then we need to total up all the non-allowable expenses and net profit. The amount of aggregate income is 616,500 ringgit and will be plus with balancing charges. The last step is to minus with capital allowance for car, and capital allowance for lorry. Then we get the statutory business income, which is 6,038,500 ringgit.
Since the question already provides us with divisible income, let's continue with the next step, which is the allocation of partners' income. In this question, we have three partners, which are Reza Zain, Yazid Muhammad and Muiz Hafiz. For the pre, the divisible income will be multiplied with 8/12 due to Muiz Hafiz only working 8 months. Next, the post will multiply with 4/12 and we will get the answer. Then we will add the partnership private expenses, which are capital contribution, private expenses and partner salary. For Reza Zain is RM48,000. Yazid Muhammad is RM36,000 and Muiz Hafiz is RM24,000. Then we will get the adjusted income for each partner as shown. Next, minus with capital allowance, but Muiz Hafiz is not entitled for capital allowance because he withdrew from the partnership. The calculation for capital allowance for Reza Zain is RM20,000 multiplied with 1/2 and we will get RM10,000. Then for Yazid Muhammad is RM20,000 multiplied 1/2 and we will get RM10,000. After minus, we will get the aggregate income for each partner. Next, the aggregate income will be minus with donation for each partner, which are for Reza Zain RM3,500. Next, for Yazid Muhammad and Muiz Hafiz has the same amount cost, RM1,750. Then we get the total amount of total income for Reza Zain is RM101,750. Yazid Muhammad is RM70,250. And the last one is Muiz Hafiz amounting RM50,000.
Okay, I would like to continue the last part, which is the individual's income tax liability for Reza Zain for year end 2022. In section 4A, which is business income, amounted RM638,500 that we already get from the computation of statutory business income, while partnership income under Reza Zain, we get it from the total income in computation of statutory partnership income amounting RM101,750. Then, the total section 4A, net statutory personal income, is RM740,250. Next, we move to the section 4B, which is statutory employment income, which is cost RM129,954. In section 4D, under rental, already provided annual income amounted to RM9,600. Then, since we don't have any quick rent, so it's just as a nil. Refundable deposit balcony renovation and install air conditioner, we need to put it as a nil too. Then minus the plumbing repair cost RM750, the total for rental is RM8,850. Besides, for the royalty, we need to calculate the translator of the history books, which is RM3,500, and we need to pay minus with the exemption cost RM12,000. But since the amount is negative, so the aggregate income will become nil. Then minus with the donation RM1,000 and the total income amounted RM860,354. The next part is need to pay a minus with relief such as for personal, EPF and lifestyle costs RM780 and the chargeable income is RM846,574. Lastly, for the tax payable, we need to refer to the chargeable income table. We put the first is RM600,000 and the income tax payable will be RM133,650. So the chargeable income will be minus RM600,000 and get RM246,574. Next is RM246,574 times with the 26%, which is the tax rate, and we get RM64,109,000. So the next tax payable is RM197,559.
That's all from us. Thank you for listening.
We hope everyone will understand and implement the benefits of our presentation in daily life. Assalamualaikum.